Were it not for Intershop, commercial transactions on the internet would not be what they are today, because electronic trading, e-commerce, first became really lucrative thanks to Intershop. This firm has revolutionized commercial processes. Over 3,000 customers rely on the products of Intershop boss Stefan Scharmbach. Established in 1992 and also present in the USA, the firm now has a market capitalization of 7.7 billion euros.
Intershop
is the technological leader in the e-commerce segment. And what we actually do is help our customers to automize their external business dealings. That's what e-commerce is about. Naturally, with the leading product, we have a huge and growing market out there. And that's why we're successful.
Car Acoustic, a firm based in Hameln near Hanover, sells hi-fi equipment for cars. Managing Director Matthias Wagner orders many of the products online, for instance car radios and accessories from Blaupunkt. Blaupunkt is the first manufacturer in this branch that makes it possible for its dealers to order all products electronically. And this is done by means of Nfinity, the latest software program from Intershop. Written order forms have become superfluous. Just a mouse click is all that's needed now. The order goes direct to the warehouse of Blaupunkt in Hildesheim, where staff deal with it immediately. The products ordered are conveyed to the warehouseman via an automatic transport system. He then extracts the required quantity and sends the goods on to be packed for dispatch. Blaupunkt has been working with Intershop software for the last 2 years, and a good 30% of monthly turnover is now achieved online. Blaupunkt aims to have 75% of its dealers worldwide using the Intershop ordering program by the end of this year. The advantages to Blaupunkt are enormous. Dealing with orders is simplified, thus saving on personnel and reducing costs. And orders can now be taken round the clock, a development that would have been hard to foresee just a few years ago.
We sometimes had to let the orders pile up and deal with them gradually. Now they're fed into the system directly, so we save a lot of time compared with the old process.
It often used to take up to 5 days for dealers to obtain the goods they ordered, but that's now a thing of the past, for Blaupunkt at least. In Germany, nationwide, anyone ordering on the firm's extranet, as it's called, gets the goods delivered, if available, within 24 hours.
We're working online regularly during the day, so it's very convenient for us to order Blaupunkt products this way. We can enter our orders on the screen and send them off and ascertain whether the products are available, so we're up to date and can tell our customers whether we can deliver within the next few hours or not.
Intershop headquarters at Jena in eastern Germany. 300 programmers work here. It's they who've developed the programs, which can cost up to 100,000 euros, and are largely responsible for the success of Intershop. In 1999, the firm had a turnover of 46 million euros. Intershop is one of the few firms in the World Wide Web that's already making profits. It went into profit in the first quarter of this year, no less than 1.6 million euros. Intershop makes its living not just from sales of software licenses, 270,000 so far, but also from technical services to its customers. The support department receives most requests by email, as in the case of a mail order firm in Scotland that needed help. It was provided by programmer Anja Patsch. This is an example of someone who doesn't know how to cope with product variations. In this case, it's a T-shirt in various colors and sizes. I sent him an email describing how this problem is normally solved. He didn't do it himself, but gave me access to his shop, so I was able to look at the problem on site, as it were, and make the changes for him. With the licensee's agreement, the service personnel can log in to their server. Intershop provides 24-hour technical support. At midnight, customers could be talking to service staff in San Francisco.
We try to pass on our telephone inquiries to our offices in San Francisco and Hong Kong, where customers find a fully equipped support office ready to give them every assistance in the usual office hours. This, of course, means our customers need to speak English, since German's not so easy in Hong Kong and San Francisco. Problems are dealt with in the normal way and then passed on to us again when they close.
Intershop does a good deal to keep its 900 employees happy at work. The aim is to attract another 150 computer experts to the Jena headquarters, mainly from Britain and Scandinavia, with the offer of a special package.
There's a good deal in this package we're offering. Assistance with bureaucratic and tax problems and with finding somewhere to live, though we're providing flats for the initial period. There are also German language classes, an annual flight home, rental cars for long weekends every 3 months, a company bicycle and lots of other little perks.
The present headquarters building in Jena is now too small, so the firm has purchased a 27-storey tower. Intershop is one of many successful young enterprises in eastern Germany, but this Jena firm is both exemplary and pioneering. And that goes for staff relations too. It's because their employees rejected the notion of a less expensive new greenfield location that Intershop's now restoring this building in the city centre. San Francisco on the US West Coast, once the center of hippie culture in the 1970s. Now, thanks to Silicon Valley, it's a high-tech and multimedia metropolis. All self-respecting American computer and internet firms are represented here. And the same goes for Intershop, whose founder, Stefan Scharmbach, has been based here since spring 1996.
In Silicon Valley,
our planners and strategists can keep their ear to the ground, so to speak. They're confronted with the latest trends and the toughest competitors, which helps us to make the right decisions worldwide.
The US computer firm Hewlett-Packard is one of Intershop's latest American customers.
What we have here today is the Hewlett-Packard's enterprise e-commerce application. This is the login screen. Everyone has their own user ID and password.
A Hewlett-Packard staff member proudly presenting the e-commerce software from Intershop. 40% of Intershop's turnover is now made in the USA, a success made possible by its presence in the States. Americans are often only ready to accept European enterprises when they have a base in the USA, in which case they'll analyze the advantages of a firm like Intershop without prejudice.
The Intershop software, in the way it's structured, allows you to adapt to different business models, different ways of selling and dealing with customers very quickly. So that was very important. Secondly, the need for speed was also a critical success factor. The ability to get a solution up and running quickly can often mean the difference between success and failure. Probably the third area that was critical for us as well was the ability to integrate the Intershop solution with our existing systems. So the ability to do that again quickly and easily was very important when we looked at the capabilities of the Intershop solution.
Intershop continues to be a favorite with stock market investors. In April this year, many internet firms experienced a considerable drop in their share prices, Intershop among them. But analysts soon realized that Intershop software was still being bought by a lot of companies, and their market price has recently been rising again. Much interest is being shown by investors and industrialists in the ideas of Intershop's founder.
Intershop believes that external business dealings can be automised to such a degree that 40 to 50% of all production and sales expenses can be saved. And this will have a fundamental influence on economic effectivity.
Flying into Hengela, a private airfield near Bonn. On board the chartered aircraft is the chairman of the board of Intershop, Stefan Schambach. At 29, he's a man much in demand. Today, he's responding to an invitation from Deutsche Post WorldNet to attend this year's postal convention. Schambach is a model entrepreneur in the internet economy. From washing dishes to wealth, the old American cliché isn't far from the truth in his case. In 1990, he broke off studying physics to start selling computers and worked his way up from a small dealership to being a self-made billionaire. Convention participants wonder how Schambach managed it, and the Intershop boss himself provides a possible explanation.
Intershop is exclusively dedicated to e-commerce. We have 750 specialists, a figure perhaps that even Microsoft can only dream of in this sector. And this is just one aspect. We're specialists, and we put our heart and soul into this business, which may well be why we get into the market 2 or 3 years earlier with viable ideas, the right product at the right moment. That's what helps us to be successful.
Stefan Schambach is a highly competent commercial partner. The ideas of this young internet entrepreneur are in demand worldwide. And whereas for some World Wide Web companies the air is now becoming rather too thin, Intershop aims to soar to ever greater heights.